Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna go through the Phantasma Dreamland. And it's actually not that difficult. And I will show you my strategy and I'm just gonna go into the infinite stages here. And the blessing I've selected is the Transience one. I think it's really good and I've done this on all of 3 of my accounts. And I think I've failed like infinite 3 like 1 time or something like that. And you can actually see that I have a pretty high yield there. So I will just show you the first one here. And there's a lot of systems to this and what you can do and what you should do. When you are in the beginning here and you're having to deal with Devour and stuff like that, I like going for the Heron, but you also want to build up your prisms in the beginning. And when you do this the first time, it won't be looking like this for you. You won't be able to purchase as much as I have. I've completed the event, so that won't be happening. So basically, just buy loads of echoes. And you're always gonna go for prisms, because you want to have as many prisms as possible, because they trigger each other. So when the Heron eats this one, for example, increases the daily coupon yield of adjacent prisms echoes by 2. So you want to have as many prisms on the board as possible for that. And the Heron does the Devouring. And this is how I completed all of these events on all of my accounts. It's actually pretty simple. When you're doing this the first time, buy loads of prisms before you go with something that has a Devour effect. And this works on any stage, by the way, from the first 3. And now I want to use my blessings because I only have 3 days left. And this boosts the amount of daily coupons you get. But you of course just want to wait until you have 3 days left, because that's when they have the most opportunity to grow. This Vanguard Junrock is actually really good, and I select him in many different builds for that reason. And sometimes if you don't get anything good and you don't have any frequency crystals, so you can't reroll, you can just skip as well. It's not that punishing to skip unless you're really running out of echoes. But if you go a lot of prisms in the beginning, you shouldn't be running out of echoes. You can also make sure you get more echoes here. And you actually have different symbols here to show you what they are. Here you have some really good prop, for example. Props is passives you get down here that will trigger. So that one is really good, because echoes that has Devour have a 30% chance to additionally use the ability 1 time per day. So this Heron now has the opportunity to Devour twice a day. And since we have a lot of prisms out already, it's really good, because if he triggers someone's really close or they're actually stacked up for once, we can actually get more out of it. And I forgot to use the blessing here, but as you can see, we're already way ahead of that anyways. But make sure you use the blessing, because even if you go over, you actually get to keep some of the coupons for the next round. So let's see here how many coupons we get. 1.3 almost. And we go next phase. Target is 800. The Furlova, or the Conductor as they call it, is really good. When an echo is devoured, there's a 20% chance to generate its basic form on a blank block. So I'm just gonna go with that, because we have 2 that has the opportunity to devour. So it's just really good. And I have some free rerolls here I can do. And as you can see, we did 1 day there, but we're already above the target revenue. So it's really good. And these Carousel is just really good. He can't be devoured, but when an adjacent echo is devoured, there's a chance to generate a prism. So getting these on the board for infinite stages is really important. And here we actually have a Dreamborn as well. Dreamborn has a bit more of a buff. This one has 50% chance instead of the 30 the previous one had. And you can actually see them on the board as well. Here being a bit special. Let's go for that one. I forgot to use my blessing once again. But yeah, you get the gist of it. It's really good. Just do this and you will have no problem with any of these. And there I got a lot of them. And the currency, you will get more and more the further you get into the event itself. Don't worry about it. But with the strategy I'm showing you right here with the Devour, I've never failed a stage. And it's not that rough. I don't think the event is that hard in general. Just make sure you don't go too mixed. So don't go Gradation and Devour at the same time, for example. Because eventually your gradations will be devoured. So, and also don't go for echoes that just fills the board, because the devourers will target the prisons anyway. So it's not that great to go random echoes. I'm just gonna repeat myself. When you're doing this the first time, it won't be looking the same. I have unlocked everything because I've already done the entire event, because I wanted to try it out and see how it goes and what you should strategize. And as you can see, I got defeated at phase 9, so there's no problem with the strategy. I will now show you the strategy of exchange and integration as well. The gradation is really simple. You just buy gradations that increase over time, real simple. Exchange, basically the same. It's not that rough. You just make sure you buy like chop left. You make sure you buy rose rooms and headless. The more headless you have, the better it is, because they buff each other as well. Now I can buy a lot more than you can the first time you're doing this, but I'm just doing this to show you how good it is. So just make sure you have a lot of chop and you should be fine. If you don't get anything proper, you can also go for Ignis, because after the 5 days they are removed and give you some coupons as well. But you really want to go for chop headless and chop leftless and rightless. They are the really key ingredient to winning this. And you shouldn't have any problem, once again, winning with just going this. I was just spam clicking this when I went through it. And that's all you gotta do to win these stages. And if you can refresh, it's really good to try and find like headless and so on. I forgot to use my blessing again, by the way. Always use it when it's 3 days left. But yeah, I don't think you really need to care about the props in the shop either until you get to infinite stages, because there you can buff a bit more. When, for example, this train is pretty good. When an echo gets removed or is integrated into a new echo, gain additional coupons equal to its daily coupons. So that's like a really solid one. So what they mean by the daily coupons is what you see right up here, by the way, if I didn't explain that properly. Or haven't explained it, for that matter. So once in a while, you will see this where you actually trigger items of exchange. It just buffs and all of that stuff. So now I'm using that a bit early. I've already reached the cap. But you guys probably get the hang of this one now. So I also want to go over and show you the integration one. Oh man, that's really good. The headless one. Make sure to get as many headless you can. Like right there, then stacking up and buffing each other is really good for you. Because these adjacent chop adds 2% to the probability with a maximum of 8. But still really good to just go all of them. And just have as many chop as possible on the board. So don't mix the different types you can get there. And then lastly, let's just show integration as well.
The prelude has sounded.
It's not too complicated as well. If you see a efficient junk rock, I like always go for them, because they're really good. Also, Rock Steady Guardian is really good as well. We have like a lot of them that's really good. So integration is basically based on integrating echoes together. And when you have a certain amount of them landing on a row, they combine. So you saw there they combine, and here they combine. And it gave us a lot of coupons. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to waste your time getting like any gradation in this stage. In infinite stages, if you go gradation and integration, that's where I got my record. I'm going to show you that next. So you just continue here. They will combine, and they will combine more and more, and you see I got a lot there. And I just make sure I always get June Rock. or a Rocksteady Guardian for that matter. They're like really good to combine. Make sure you grab these chests as well. I don't actually go golden ones, because to trigger this, they need to be in the same row. So it can be a bit iffy depending on where they land on each row. So they're a bit random. I'd rather just go for more stuff that can combine rather than having the opportunities to trigger, if that makes any sense to you guys. And there we got a Rocksteady Guardian again. And this is just what I do the entire time, over again. I actually wanted to see if we could get a Vanguard as well, because they are also really solid to get in here. Let's see if I can refresh to get one. Well, we didn't get one there. That's too bad. So just make sure you go stuff that can integrate, and you should be fine. Can we get... There we go. After 1 day, it randomly transforms into another echo in the same row. So if you get them later on, especially for infinite stages, it's really good. Because sometimes... Oh, you see, it actually copied the Heron there. Like, really solid. And if it copies, like, Crowless, it's really good as well. So, now you know how integration works as well. So, lastly, what I've shown you, when I go into Dreamlands, I use Gradation and integration with the same blessing that I've been using the entire time. And what I do is, in the beginning, I try my best to get stuff that integrates, because it's really good. So I just focus on whatever can integrate. We don't want to focus on Gradation in the beginning, but later on, if we can get like a Kelpie, that's really good, and Questless Knight, because they can really buff the Gradation stuff. But the early Gradation stuff is nothing you want to focus on. It's just way better to focus on integration, because that will get you the coupons you need to carry on into infinite stages. At least that's how it worked for me. Sometimes you might be a bit unlucky and they won't integrate. Sometimes it just happens. But this strategy I've done, and I've gotten very far. And you can even do this the first time you're completing the event. And I will focus in here on integration as well. If you know that you're gonna continue into infinite stages, just try and get some stuff like this as well. The seesaw is really good. So that's basically it of the entire event. I didn't cover Gradation, but it basically can't go wrong. You just make sure you get as much scaling as possible and nothing else. But as always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.